Hare Krishna, everybody. Hare Krishna, can you hear? Can you see? All clear?
Hare Krishna.
Yes, we can.
Yes, Hare Krishna. So my name is Radhika and I've been associated with ISKCON for over a year now. I will be your class mentor. So your 18 days journey for this entire program, you'll be with me. And just a couple of things which we want to tell is we will start our first chapter from tomorrow onwards. So it's a 19-day. Today we call this day 0 because we wanted to give you a glimpse of two things. One is an intro about ISKCON and Prabhupada, our founder Acharya, and also we would want to take you through the various websites and links which we are giving to you all in the settings, right? We've already updated most of these links in the settings. Even your class link we've updated in the settings, so you all don't have to wait every day at 2:30 for the link, right? So I will just present you all that, and the one thing which I would want in return from you all is a commitment that you will stay through for this 19 days. So all ready? Yeah?
Yes.
Hare Krishna. Yes.
Hare Krishna.
So this is a very informal session. So at least I'm a very informal person, so you don't have to be very serious. You can relax. So it's not a classroom, it's not a class forum. So just that before we start off with the presentation, let's start off with Mangalacharan. Yeah? Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjala Chalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaya Dadati Swapadatikam. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpati Gopeshu Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhanusute Devi Pranamani Hare Priye Vancha Kalpadarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanan Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vatsadi Gaura Bhakta Brinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. All of you once with me, please. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. And I thank each one of you all with all my heart for coming over for this program. So I was one among you all a year ago. So September last year is when I registered. So let's quickly. What is this orientation all about? The orientation is all about your 18 days and your way forward, right? So is the 18 days end of everything? No, it's the beginning of our Bhagavad-Gita. So this Bhagavad-Gita is called as it is because these words are spoken and brought to us by our founder Acharya, Swami Prabhupada, and he is founder of ISKCON, and let's hear about him also. Let's pay our obeisances to Sisi Radha Govinda. Who are they? They are the deities of Mangaluru. ISKCON Mangaluru is presenting this. Actually, this entire course is designed by them and offered free of cost to spread the awareness of Bhagavad Gita. And thanks to Namanishta Das Prabhu, who is our president. Hare Krishna. So this moment started like this. A little autobiography of Prabhupada. So he was born in a Brahmin family, and he, when at the age of 5 itself, had a lot of connection to God. So when he was very small, his father used to do a lot of puja in altar, just like our puja room. And he always used to ask his father for praying to the deities, to directly have access to them. And his father got him a replica of those small deities for him to play. I think in most cases for us also, right? We like something, I think very common among the girls, where mom cooks, we always want to have this kitchen set, right? So all of you all have that So I think I see quite a lot of girls. Yes or no? Didn't you all have a small mini kitchen set? I had one.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much, Hare Krishna. Yeah, so likewise he gave, and Prabhupada used to dress the deities. He used to take care of them. He used to really imitate whatever his father did. And after that, what happened next is that, this was when the freedom fighting and all this issue was going on. So we all know British took over. And that time his spiritual master had told Prabhupada, you should go to US and spread Krishna consciousness. And he was telling India is fighting for freedom. And he said that people are fighting for their freedom from here, right? So he started off in this adventure. So how did he go? Let's hear a little more about him. This is a cargo ship. And when he left, he had 40 rupees, 40 Indian rupees, right? He left when he was 69 years old. In the process, he got, he had 2 heart attacks. So he went through trauma. I mean, all of us, we know it's very traumatic. First of all, seasickness, and the travel time it's not a cruise, right? So if you all have heard and seen or experienced a cruise, cruise is a luxury, but this is not a cruise. This is definitely a very, it's like your cargo trains today also. We don't feel like getting into it, right? So cargo ships are hardly, you hardly have people there, and you just barely have food. But Prabhupada got into it, and he started his journey with 40 rupees in hand. Now, today, I think we don't even venture out even to go to schools and college with 40 rupees, right? We are very scared. We need to have a little more of money, at least for safe side. So that's the situation. And how did he start the Sankirtan movement? He stood there, and you can see this, what we call, right? I think we use the word Mirdangam here. And this one, he used to just say whatever we were chanting, right, for 3 hours. And that's how everyone started gathering. So he started connecting. And where did he go and stay? He went, and obviously, it is not that he had a relative, nor was he having this placard. We all, when we travel, we have this placard at the door and you're welcome. In his case, neither of that happened. He had to find his way, and he had no choice but to stay with a group of people, and they were called hippies. So hippies are those, you all know that, they drink, they are into smoking, drugs and all that. He was there, and he used to write books. And there was a situation when one hippie literally in the middle of the night was chasing to kill him, right? So with all that, he ran, and, he brought this Krishna conscious for us. Over 60 books he wrote. So that's his specialty. And you have access to all the books, which I'm going to show you in less than a minute. How do you have access? I'll show you. This is a video I'm going to play. Can you hear?
In Delhi, Bhaktivedanta. In Delhi.
Can you hear the audio? Were you able to hear the?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Yeah, yes, you get a certificate. I'm going to take you through the course, and that's going to explain all of that. So we'll see that in a minute. Hare Krishna. Yes, so you can just see this video.
In Delhi, Bhaktivedanta Swami personally distributes copies of Back to Godhead, and with small donations, struggles to maintain the publication. He regularly sees Surendra Kumar Jain, a printer.
It was somewhere in the month of February 1956 that I first met Prabhupada. He came to my press for getting the magazine printed, Back to Godhead. I found that it was not very easy for him to collect money. He would come to the press practically every day, and after the printing was done, he would do everything himself. But he was a dedicated person, a very committed person. And at the times when he was not in a position to pay the bills, I would ask him, why are you running this? Why don't you stop it? He would say, no, it is my mission. And one day, Surendra Kumar, you will see that I will succeed in my mission.
He moves to 100 West 72nd Street. 3 months later, his typewriter and tape recorder for translating are stolen. Bhaktivedanta Swami later said, I came to America risking my life. I was physically unfit and at the fag end of my days. Sometimes I did not know where to live, nor was I used to the severe cold. Seemingly, I was alone for 1 year, but I never felt alone. I always felt the presence of my spiritual master, so I did not lose my enthusiasm, despite all difficulties. Bhaktivedanta Swami arrived in America during a decade of discontent. There's widespread dissatisfaction with America's war in Vietnam and with what some consider her racist, exploitative dealings at home and abroad. Disillusioned by the establishment, the youth create a counterculture of their own. Around the time Bhaktivedanta Swami came, waves of Americans are breaking away from the status quo, searching for an alternative. For a short time, Bhaktivedanta Swami lives in the Bowery in a loft given by a friend. Mukunda Goswami, who was attending his classes at this time, tells of their first meeting.
He wore very thick glasses and had a big Sanskrit book spread out before him. His voice was very deep and resonant. He spoke with great authority, and the Sanskrit shlokas he spoke were very beautiful, very melodious. He was obviously a very distinguished scholar, and I became very curious, almost astonished as to how someone of his stature, he looked very much like an aristocrat, could be living and residing in the Bowery, the Skid Row of New York. And afterwards, I approached him to speak. I was standing, and he was sitting on his small dais, so he was looking up at me, and he had the look of a very happy, innocent young child. And I could see that he actually had all the time in the world for me. He wasn't short of time. I asked questions, he would answer. Then after some time, he moved to a somewhat better neighborhood on 2nd Avenue. We helped him rent a small storefront there, and he had an apartment in the back. And within a few weeks' time, this little storefront on 2nd Avenue, on the Lower East Side of New York, which was then populated by thousands of young hippies, had been transformed into a beautiful Krishna temple.
Indians gather sees his society grow into a worldwide confederation with more than 100 temples, restaurants, institutes, schools, and farm communities. 500 years ago, Lord Chaitanya predicted that one day the holy name of Krishna would be heard in every town and village of the world. By the mid-70s, Hare Krishna becomes a household word.
Hare Krishna, I did fast forward for most of your Krishna, I can't see me, okay. So that is for the glimpse of it. Punija, yes, welcome Punija, Hare Krishna. So this is how the ISKCON movement started, and let me go back the rest of the slides. Yeah. So I said this is a video we saw, and for those who joined late, we are just giving an intro class, which is today. And from today plus another 18 days, we will cover Bhagavad-Gita. Each day, one chapter. And this, let's play our obeisances to Shishi Radha Govinda. And they are our deities of ISKCON Mangaluru, who's providing us this. Just to have a look of how was Prabhupada's Palace of Gold in West Virginia, USA. You can Google, you'll still have such beautiful pictures. We also have in UK, which is called the Bhaktivedanta Mandir. Right, it's in Watford, UK, right? Very beautiful deities all over the world. And you can see the moment where how many people have got into this. And even in South Africa, in Durban, we have this deities. And this is Mayapur, West Bengal. They are bringing in a study concept, right? And I had personally been here in October, and I would say that if you all get to have a chance, even if you don't have a chance, please create one. You should not miss this chance of meeting Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Krishna in Mayapur. Very beautiful deities, such tall deities I have never seen anywhere in the world. So a quick look on where and all he started his mission, which took him 12 years, from 65 to 77. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
So 12 times around the globe, you could see, and 25 countries he visited, and it's all given here, names, right? Australia, I mean, you can just read for yourself, and you saw a pictorial representation. So imagine all this he started when he was 69 years old. So where is ISKCON Mangaluru located? And we are bringing a temple. So I would, if you all are in Mangalore or if you visit Mangalore, please do drop by to the temple and let me know if you're coming. So we will make arrangements for you. As I said, our temple president, Holy Grace Namanishta Das Prabhu, is a BTech from IIT Kanpur. This is our website. You will see all over. So this is the temple. For these deities only we are building a temple now. So what is Bhagavad-Gita? Can I have someone in this team, not just one person? Would you like to read the English, of course, in the screen? Anybody would like to read? You can raise your hand, your digital hand, and we'll have lots of, it's only the English content. Anybody would like to read? Ayushman, yes, please go ahead. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
You can do the next. Hare Krishna. Yes, please go ahead.
Bhagavad-Gita is an epic scripture that has the answer to all our problems. It was considered a spiritual dictionary by Mahatma Gandhi, and it is a book of inspiration for many leaders across the planet.
Yes. So Bhagavad-Gita is not just some book. It is not just, some mythology. all these existed, and it is very important that we get to know this. And I'm so happy you all of you all at this young age could get into this program. And I thank you all for that. And anyone knows who's on the top left? I'm sure you all know. Come on, unmute. It's an interactive session.
Mahatma Gandhi.
Mahatma Gandhi.
What about right bottom? Many didn't know in adult class. So let me check in.
Albert Einstein.
Okay, all students here. No, okay. So yes, yes, Ma, you can read this.
Those who meditate on the Gita will derive fresh joy and new meanings from it every day. When I read the Bhagavad-Gita and reflect about how God created this universe, everything else seems so superfluous.
Yes. So he says that he used to meditate. So you all know Mahatma had so many problems. So every time when he got into a problem, obviously he was a freedom fighter, and we all know how he was traumatized. And every day, whenever he had a problem, he used to read Bhagavad-Gita, and that's how, he felt. And you'll say, okay, Mahatma Gandhi is from India, but we also have Einstein, who's a scientist. And we always relate that science and spirituality don't go hand in hand, right? We always feel they are conflicting. They are like logarithms. But you have Einstein, who has spoken and who has read Bhagavad-Gita. And that shows that the most intelligent people have done the reading. And along with that, we have 54 intelligent people in this forum, because you all are also here to read Bhagavad-Gita. Right? So why ISKCON's Bhagavad-Gita as it is? And what is the message? Message of Krishna must come via unbroken chain of discipline succession. It's always like your charger, right? When your charger is not broken, the charge, it gets charged fully and perfectly. Otherwise, we keep, playing around, meddling around with the charger, and we keep struggling, right? So the point very clearly, why is it as it is Bhagavad-Gita as it is transliterates, which means this has, there is no additions, there is no mental concoctions. Whatever is told by one person is translated and told to another person. And who is the first person who spoke Bhagavad-Gita? We're going to see. It is Krishna. And from Krishna it comes to Brahma. From Brahma to Narada. And then through a chain, it comes to Madhavendra Puri. From there, it comes to his Sishya. And from there, it comes to Ishvara Puri. That is his devotee. And then to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then through that line, it comes to our Prabhupada, right? And we are learning. So here, has Prabhupada added any of his own views? He has explained for us to understand, but it is as it is because he's transliterated whatever Krishna has told. All of you are in this forum because you want to hear what Bhagavad-Gita is. My name is Radhika, so I'm sure you don't want to know what Radhika feels, or it's not Radhika's view of Bhagavad-Gita or Bhagavad-Gita as Radhika perceives, right? It is Bhagavad-Gita as it is. I should thank you, Pujita. You read very well, Hare Krishna. And anyone who's got nice, powerful eyes, please read this tiny literature which is there on the top right. Besides, yeah, go ahead, Pujita. If you can read.
Besides following the holy scriptures and your conscience, you have to associate with saintly persons and follow the instructions of the bona fide spiritual master. The bona fide spiritual master comes from the line of bona fide masters that start with God himself. As a result, he knows God's will and can impart it to the sincere seeker.
So basically, what is the difference between us and them? Forget literature, knowledge and all. It's a matter of faith, right? So the point is they have stronger conviction about it. And when they explain to us, the conviction boils down to us and we understand the exact language, because the language is explained is very simple, but not for us, right? Because we do not know Sanskrit. And even if we are Sanskrit scholars, the words used are technically very heavy, right? Because it was 5,000 years back, it was written. So come on to y'all. Y'all can take.
Gita is a vast book. A systematic study of the Gita will take about an year. In 18 days, we can't do that. So we are focusing on the flow of thoughts between Krishna and Arjuna, objective to prepare one for a deeper study of Gita.
Right. So when you watch a movie, prior to a movie, we have something called the trailer, right? When we go to the theater. And prior to the trailer, we have something, even a small version, right? Called the teasers. So this 18 days is like a teaser. And as I say, this is not the end of Bhagavad Gita, but this is the beginning. So what are we going to discuss? We are going to discuss how this flow of events started off, right? So just a one-liner, this is from Mahabharatam, and this particular Bhagavad Gita was spoken by Krishna to Arjuna in the war field for 45 minutes. Why? How so soon? And why do we need 18 days? Because we need English translation, right? Arjuna knew Sanskrit and therefore it was easy, and both spoke in the form of the shlokas. And it comprises of 100 shlokas. So overview, it will be a 1 hour class. We will cover one chapter. We will cover key aspects of each chapter. We will have question answer sessions after that. There is a daily quiz, and I will tell you all how you can go about that one. Also, for the youth exclusively, the chapter will not even be 1 hour. It will be even more shorter. It will be probably half an hour, max 45 minutes. And the last 15 minutes, we will have a lot of, I will take you all through, something which we are relating to science. We'll have science and spirituality. We will have mind control. We will have IQ, SQ, all these varieties we will see, right? I just thought I will take you all to the various levels on how you have, right? So we have what's called the Shraddha one, which you're going to do now, which is level 1. So what is the Shraddha? Shraddha is a promise you take that you're going to come to this course and attend this 18 days, right? You will sincerely try. You may tell ma'am or Mataji, what if I'm not well? Those are exceptions. But from our end, we will give it our best, right? Just like how when you enter your LKG, you decide that you will sincerely try, pass each year and go to 12th. And after 12th, you may decide on college or whichever. But at least till 12th, you decide that you won't take a break, right? You will definitely continue till 12th. So that is your first level 1, which is your 18 days. And you have what's called the Krishna Sevaka, which is level 2. And we also have the next level, which is called the Krishna Sadhaka, which is level 3. So these are the 3 steps which you call it as the aspirants, right? So therefore, this book ISKCON is like the law book, right? We're going to cover all this. And the 4th level, Bhakti Shastri, and I'm a student of Bhakti Shastri, and my teacher is Namanishta Das Prabhu, and he is teaching Bhakti Shastri to me. And he, you have what's called the Ashraya, and then you have Sri Guru Charana Ashraya. You don't have to worry too much, just giving you a glimpse of it. This is where you take the shelter of a guru. And you have what's called the first initiation. If people would like, they can take. And the next, the Brahminical initiation, which is a second. These are the various steps of progressive ladder, right, which you can do. So these are the bhakti steps which you can follow. Of course, we've all entered the first step, and wish you all the best. It's like LKG, because we have not, at least most of us, I never had a chance to have even own a Bhagavad-Gita in the house. So, we rarely get to, forget about reading, and none of us have Bhagavad-Gita in the curriculum, right? So just a very quick note on this WhatsApp code. I would request each one of you all, we will keep the chat open tomorrow onwards for about a couple of hours. Feel free to ask any doubts in the chat. Most preferable is to have your doubts asked in the classroom, because it will give me an opportunity to understand and write, because something which is discussed orally is easier for communication, right? Otherwise it becomes one way, and it's going to be difficult if you all still have doubts. And the only request is, please do not message personally to any other co-member of this group, and also to any, do not post any forwards, including ISKCON forwards, because this WhatsApp group is created so that we can share information. And, the main thing is we will not go around messaging, because the important messages will get lost. That's another problem. So that's one thing. And I can always tell, I've been, teaching the youth. I've been teaching advanced level 2 also, and level for adults earlier. So with youth, I've never had a problem with respect to WhatsApp code of conduct or anything. So this is my or our team. So I am the facilitator. All of us are working here as volunteers. So we have this whole team, starting with Ananya, who starts with the Sankirtan. And we have Rekha, who is the admin, who does recording. She'll be here tomorrow. We have Mohandas Prabhu, very sweet person, very, very hardworking, and he does every single thing. And if he's there, we can forget about, he's a complete admin. And Neetu is the one who did all this lovely presentation. The overall presentation is done by Namanishta Das Prabhu personally with the team. And Neetu actually made it more colorful and all that. So she just added the value to this. And so we will have this, you will get to see this team sooner or later. So these are behind the screens, right? Testimonies. So I would want, one Prabhu and one Mataji. So someone read Meena Gautam's version and someone read Shubham Mathur's version. So please go ahead and read. These are testimonies of our previous batch, what they felt and how they are. Please go ahead, Ma. Hare Krishna.
though not visited in person but have been associated with ISKCON Mangalore virtually, video, wide, different religions, programs, and particularly through its online courses in our spiritual journey of Krishna consciousness during Corona pandemic. This is all free of cost. I congratulate President of the temple and his team of distinguished, dedicated teachers who are doing wonderful job, and they are all in the service of Lord Krishna and the society by sharing their all spiritual wisdom of and knowledge. We have overcome all this critical time by getting connected with the spiritual leaders and like-minded Lord Krishna devotees. Hare Krishna.
From Meena Gautam, right? One of our ex-students. So for the next team, next batch, you should be giving the testimony. So a Zoom class decorum, please don't do this. It's not only bad for the eyes, it's also your focus, and it's a 3 p.m. time. So, you can doze off. So this is a right posture, very difficult, but still, right? Queries and help. How do you go about? During the class, you can raise your hand, but if it is subject related queries, I might hold your doubts till the end because flow should not get stopped, right? So all your question answers we'll address at the evening. So you can, in the WhatsApp, if you have any doubts, you can message. There is also something called the volunteer chat support, which is available from 6 a.m. to 12 for your technical queries. So any technical queries, you can, there is a link and we're going to share the PDF. You can go ahead and click the link. We also have website forums where you can go and click and you have your questions, so you can have answers. None of this works, and if you feel Namadas is the president's personal email ID and he checks every single mail, so don't hesitate to write, but you can do that after you try all the options and if nothing works, right? This is a spam warning which we want to share. We do not use SMSs at all. We only use WhatsApp, and that too in groups, and many of them keep sending messages for donations. We don't. If you want to donate, yes, you're welcome, but that link is in the website and it is also here. We have it only in our ISKCON Sri Radha Govinda website. That's the website. Also, please, the address, whoever wants to send physically will only be this. This is the address. Besides this, if there is anything called donation problem, please don't hear. There is no personal accounts. There is no individual transfers which are involved, right? So we just thought we can give you this alert. And also the bank transfers, we have two banks, which is Canara Bank and IDBI Bank. And yes, you can feel free to transfer. And if you have any doubts, especially NRIs, please don't hesitate to write to him for clarification. This is our official website, and it is not just going to be here. We are going to go and have a look at it. And in 2 minutes, in less than a minute, I'm going to take you through the website. And if you're all ready, let's parallelly run through this website. I know that you would have all gone into the website, and that's how you register. Now back to the donation link. How did you do? So these are the various donations which are there. You have it starting from 500 till 10 lakh. We have this donate ISKCON 500, which is which is the starting. It is not mandatory. It's donation, so it's a one-time seva. You also have a monthly seva. You have sponsor a brick for the temple, which is 1,500. Obviously, we will take you in length through the donations later. And the very important thing is we have membership, which is a life membership, which is 35,500 one-time fee, which is paid, can be paid on a monthly basis, divide by 12. And also we have in that, you can travel anywhere in the world and avail. Obviously, you have to do reservations earlier. And we also have what's called the Dharma Karta Seva, which is a lag about the temple, right? Now, this YouTube, whatever we are talking, is updated in our playlist. It is called the Batch 22 playlist. This playlist is already updated in your settings. Please note, I repeat again, your link, we will try and forward every day, but even if we don't, you don't have to worry. Classes will be held every single day. There will be no holiday, no breaks, and the link is already there in the settings. We also have a Facebook page for those who want to see the Facebook. Now, I will go to the quiz actual link directly. Just give me 1 second, and I just want to run you through a few things, right? So all of you, please log on to your website. www ISKCON Mangaluru. Have you all put in? I think I should show the screen. See this? ISKCON Mangaluru. If I just put www ISKCON Mangaluru, did you get the screen when you put www ISKCON Mangaluru? Yes, no, don't know, don't want to do?
Yes.
Yes. Now, two requests. I know 18 days you already have come. Please share it with your friends. I'm getting a lot of messages personally here telling ma'am, it's very nice, and all that. Thank you so much. I'm also and this 18 days, it's free of cost. You know, it's in various languages and you get a free certificate. I request you all to send it to all your friends, relatives, Christians, Muslims, doesn't matter. Just send it across. There is no hard and fast rule whether you have to do, how many have joined, nothing. Registration are still open and they are most welcome. Right, so this ISKCON Mangaluru, the picture right behind is the deities, and what you saw a little before that is our construction site for them. So register, you would be knowing, right, how you registered, but I will still take you through this. So this is all the levels are there, level 1, level 2, level 3, all of this are here, and it has all languages. But obviously you will register for level 1 today, and on the 18th day we will all jointly register for our level 2 and we will go. Right, so that's there. My next thing which you would want to focus right now are the quizzes, right? 18 days quiz. Are you in this page? All of you?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
Yes, so go to English quiz. Right, so here you can, if you have not enrolled, I think you would have already enrolled. If you have not enrolled, please go ahead and enroll. Otherwise, you can log in if you have the site. If you have not enrolled, please give your email ID, give your password, and please enroll. I have already enrolled, so it is going in. Right? Clear? Did you find this page? I'm waiting. Did you all find this page? Yes, no, or
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so did you find the quiz?
Ma'am, how to find the page?
Okay, so this is about the profile, right? This is for logging in. Just 1 second. Hare Krishna, can you see down? It has closed description and you have 60 minutes of training. Whatever I've spoken is what it is here. So you have this quiz here in the quiz content and you can just click this one. You can expand, right? And you can click. So I'm just randomly going into your chapter quizzes. Yeah, so currently if I'm not registered, why have I gone here is this is exactly what will happen. If you're not registered, it will say you have not registered and therefore you will not have access to the quiz. Okay. Is anybody able to access this one if you have gone to the login screen? Yes or no? Anybody has access to this? So this is how, if you are logged in, you will have the same screen. I'm showing both the options because some of you all will come back telling tomorrow, ma'am, Mataji, I'm trying, but I'm not able to get through. So you directly go and access the quiz, which is there down, it will show no. But when you log in from your account, you will now have your courses and you can see, I'm now skipping the Hindi, Kannada, Telugu, very difficult. So I'm going to English. You don't have to do so much of it. We are sent the direct link also. Quiz links are there and you can, it's already updated and you can directly do, right? So this is what is the course in progress, English. We click and we go inside the course. Some of that will get updated today and you'll be able to take it forward. This is all about the course. Do not log out right now, but do you have, can you see this one? So currently we are in day 0.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so we will go ahead with this. Now I will take you back to the presentation and I will come back to this in 1 minute, right? So this is what it, this is the entire status. Now just 1 second. Yeah. Yeah, can you see the screen? Yes, so this is what it is. Aha. Back. So we saw all this. Hare Krishna. I also want to show you the Veda base, which I'm going to show you in a minute. Do you all have the book? I hope all of you all have the book hard copy. Otherwise, we will send you the soft copy today. Bhagavad-Gita as it is. My request is just go through at least the text. Otherwise, I'll in a minute show you the Veda base, right? So we saw all this, and we saw these links, we saw Facebook, and we saw the quiz. So beginners course, we are going to have, these are the books. So if you all need the books, you can order from our website, and I will show you how to order as well. We have 3 books along with the Japamala, which comes free for 600 rupees. We have 3 books, which is Bhagavad-Gita as it is. We have Perfect Questions, Perfect Answers, a very beautiful book, and Science of Self-Realization. It's a so this is the one which I chanted initially, right? Om Ajnanatimurandasya Jnananjala Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. And Shri Prabhupada Pranati is Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srilam Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. I'm a very bad singer and a bad chanter, so you have to put up with me. Okay, this is called the Panchatattva mantra, which you say before you chant, the holy names of Krishna. One mala is 108, and before each mala you tell this: Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivatsadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. So Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, he is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, born 500 years ago. He is none but Krishna himself. Nityananda is Balram, and we will see all of them shortly during our class, right? Shri Krishna Pranama, right? So you're telling, hello, hi to Krishna before we start off. So it is, Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu, Dinabandho Jagatpate, Gopesha Gopika Kanta, Radha Kanta Namastute, right? And this is the pledge which you're going to tell, and I want each of you to either unmute and tell or tell behind the mic, right? It's called the Sankalpa Pledge, which we will do in English. Are you all ready? All ready?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So all of you all can read this, or you can read and read 3 or I will read. You all can tell after me. Hare Krishna. I am going to spend all the 18 days. All of you, come on.
All the 18 days
Of Bhagavad-Gita classes, all of you at one.
of
All
the
18
days
Without fail.
Without fail.
I am taking this Sankalpa
I am taking
this Sankalpa
with the blessings of
blessings of
Shri Shri Radha Govinda
Shri Radha Govinda
and Srila Prabhupada.
and Srila Prabhupada.
Yes, and we'll chant this 3 times. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you so much. Very nicely you all chanted. So this is a Sankalpa where you're taking a pledge, wherein you request and you seek the blessings of Shri Shri Radha Govinda. We saw these are the deities of Mangalore, and Prabhupada, our Acharya. With their blessings, we will continue this journey for 18 days without fail. So as I said, registration is still open. Please forward it to all your friends via WhatsApp, Facebook, wherever and whichever possible way. This is the class link, and this will be the permanent class link. This is updated in your settings. So please go ahead. We will have, and this is a message, we'll have an auto delete option. we request you to download whatever data and content is there. Right? And so you obviously can ask questions, which we already told at the end of the session. Just if you raise your digital hand, I will know, or you can type in chat, so I will be able to address. And this course, yes, it's again, I'm clarifying, it's a free of cost. Book is not mandatory. A soft copy of the book, I'm going to send it to you all today, and our admins will send. And the cost, if you want to buy the book, is 600 rupees, right? For those who wanted to know about the certificate, yes, you do get the certificate after you complete all your quizzes, and it will be signed by, Nama Nishta Das, our president, personally signs each and every certificate. And you can download it after the completion of the 18 days. What is the difficulty and the level? You can make unlimited attempts. So we've got this relaxed where you can attempt any number of times, and 80% is the pass mark. So we assume that you'll get 100 out of 100. So for all those, this does not apply to you all because you all are more experts. This one, we have age groups starting from small kids to very to veterans, right? So this is specifically for people who have a challenge. But I think today your school is in Zoom, so you will find this better than what I can. I can learn from you all. I have never attended a Bhagavad-Gita course and not online. How do I go about? This is what it is. So basically, our 18 days course is designed for beginners. So we focus to explain the concept of Gita in a very simplified process. So if I complicate, which I'm normally used to, please let me know. If you can't understand anywhere, I will try and see and as simple as possible. Your next question is, I'm not sure if I'm eligible for the program as I've never read the Bhagavad Gita nor attempted any spirituality so far. Can I leave in between if it doesn't work for me? Of course, you can always feel free to leave anytime. We will sadly tell goodbye with the hope you will always come back. But I would just say that whether you understand or not, just sit the program, and then you can always take, you can then take a choice, right? So it's not mandatory, but it's nice if you stay. If you have doubts and quizzes or queries about class, what should I do? You can ask the teacher during class, which is the most preferred way. Messaging, calling, yes, you can, but our response level could go a little slow because we are handling multiple classes. So the best is, since we meet every day, it's always best you can ask. Or go ahead with the volunteer support, which I told you, from 6 a.m. to 12 midnight, any technical questions. We have a website forum, and there you can go ahead and ask your queries. And nothing works, as I said, our president is there, you can always write. I signed up for the course, but I would want to learn or memorize shlokas. Am I in the right program? This is not a shloka memorization course. I would love you all to recite shloka, but we will learn this as a process. My personal feel is all the shlokas I will recite and all the English verses, like today we had people, so I would want each one of you all to recite. There are some questions in the chat, so I'm just going to quickly go. Screen is not visible. Yeah, now it's visible. Now I couldn't find the question. Yes, it is very much. We will find it shortly. We'll get it updated today. What is this? Okay. Ma'am, I have the Bhagavad-Gita as it is by Bhakti. Yeah, it is the same book which we are using. Yes, only the cover page has changed. So please go ahead. Is there any restriction? No, there is no restriction. There is no rule. You can have this course. You can attend this course during any day. Even if there is a birth in your family, even if there is a death in your family, even during the days when you eat non-vegetarian, even when women are supposed to stay out of the house, your menstrual period, any day you can attend. There is no restriction on the class whatsoever. Right? So there is absolutely nothing. So what are we doing? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yeah, I'm not ending the class. So you can go ahead and ask. And I also have to show you a Veda base. Yes, Hare.
Ma'am?
Yes.
I could not.
Hare.
Thank you.
First, I just wanted to show you what's called the Veda base, right? So, because that is where you get the soft copy of. I'm going to anyway share the soft copy of the book. So it is called Veda. This is also there. Veda base. You can see this, right?
Ma'am, is it an app, ma'am?
It is not an app. It's very much there in the website. Can you see online?
Veda base.
Yeah. So
okay, I'll download it.
Yeah, you don't have to download. You can directly go to the website and see. This is Bhagavad Gita as it is. You can see this, and you can see.
What should I type?
Sorry.
What should I type to get this website, ma'am?
It is there here. Vedabase.io. And we have updated this also in the settings, ma'am. So you have all these chapters. My only request is, even if you do not have time to read the entire chapter, just read these verses. You understand? Each text has a detailed shloka, synonym, translation, and purport. But if you, obviously, since you're coming from school, college, my only request is at least give a read for these texts. 1, 2, this text runs about 2-3 pages. Just give a read so that you can relate more. So this is one thing which is Veda base. Veda base does not stop here. Veda base has lots of books. We were talking about all the books of Prabhupada, and also other books are loaded here. So you can have a joyful reading of this. This is one. Now I'm going back into ISKCON Mangaluru website. You all had some doubts. Yes, I know you'll have raised your hand. Just give me 1 second. I'm just trying to take you through the thing, right? So you have home, and I'm going back home. I mean, not my home. I'm going back here. Yeah. So we saw all of it. Yes. So this is about my account, and this is the website. So we have this one. I said Understanding Gita in 18 days. These are the courses, which is called the Bhakti Vriksha, and the Bhakti Shastri courses, which I was talking about. Currently, Bhakti Vriksha is like a group study, which we start off with level 2. Thank you so much, Folk Life. My suggestion, have your actual names. It's going to be easy for me to talk to. So Veda base is there in the settings. As you are having the mobile, you can have a look at it and have a, and that's going to help you, right? Yes. Yeah, please go ahead. You've raised your hand. You can unmute and you can talk. Hare Krishna. Yes, ma.
Oh, where do I download the book?
Book, I will send it to you. I will send a soft copy to you today. By end of today, I will send it.
Thank you.
Ma'am.
Welcome. Yes, ma.
If I type the link, it is not coming. Not coming.
See, this Folk Life Prabhu has messaged here. Vedabase.io. www.vedabase.co. I'll show you this. See, it will be this. Wait, just 1 second.
Ma'am, can you please send the link on WhatsApp? It will be better.
We have already updated in the settings. Just 1 second. I'm also, we have updated in the settings, and let me just stop the screen share and put it in your chat window here. And my only request is, please join as it is by your name. I have sent you the link. You can copy paste it also and keep. Yes, we have sent the same thing in the settings. We have updated in your WhatsApp settings as well. You have a soft copy. That's so nice. Bengali version, anything is fine. English is what I'm going to teach you all. So it will be nicer if you have the English version, because you'll be able to relate the words. But your mother tongue is also fine. So this is the website which we were talking about. How do I go to the website? I'll repeat again. Go to Google. I'm just taking you from the right, www.ISKCON Mangaluru. Can you see Vedabase is the second, ISKCON Mangaluru is the first. You will see this Sri Sri Radha Govinda Mandir. So this is what it is. Right. And here you have on the top, you have donate. So if you want to donate, you can donate. Nothing to do with donation. I'm taking you all to that. And, right, so you can see here. Yeah. This is the temple construction project. You can see the temple which is coming up live. Right. So this is what it is. And whatever sevas we spoke about is right here. Whatever I said, all sevas are here, all general sevas are here, mandir is there. You can just click and you can automatically, it will be diverted, right? You can see this one. Now, what is important for you all is probably
the screen isn't shared.
My screen? Oh, I'm so sorry. I will go ahead and thank you so much.
No issue.
So, can you see the screen now? So
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So I just went here. This is the same thing which we said, registration, the same place where you went and registered. In that itself, I've gone to donate. Right. So you can see the place which is zoomed in the video at the background talks about the various, the place. Now we are going to bring a huge temple, and with, with the donations, we are building this. Now this is the all sevas which we discussed in the presentation, and you can choose. And also store talks about course material. Donation is mandatory, it's optional. And store book is also optional. Course material, understand Bhagavad Gita in 18 days. right? So if you go here, this one talks about the very kit which is required, right? It's the all of this. By now, you have a simple mala if you want to see mala. So in fact, if you want understanding Gita in 18 days, I just thought, I will just 1 second, let me, if you can unmute yourself, disturbance. We are going to have one yatra, which is Vrindavan yatra. After successfully completing your 18 days, we will shortly launch this yatra for you all. Currently, hopefully, let me get approval of Namanishta Das Prabhu, where we will all be traveling to Vrindavan, and the dates are also finalized, 22nd to 25th. This is currently open for all level 2 students as of now, right? So we are taking them there, and the travel till Vrindavan, once you all manage the travel till Vrindavan, after Vrindavan, everything is, the cost is 5,000 for the 5 days, the 4 days, whatever, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, everything, including the food, stay, travel inside the city, all that is taken care in the yatra, right? So course material, we already saw, whatever is there. So these are the things which are there. And for those, Krishna, I will go back again. So for all those, right? So yeah, so back here. So for all those who want, to order the book, you can. As I said, the book is also not mandatory. It's your free wish. You want, you can order. It is not at all compulsory. So we saw the donate link. We saw the store. We already saw the Understanding Gita Level 1 registration, which you all know better than me. And class links for understanding English, but you don't have to go through the class link because we are anyway updated the link in the, I just told we updated the link. So this is the forum which I was talking about, and you can, my suggestion is in 2 minutes, it's just a glimpse. I want you all to go through all this, and then a lot of events are there. Vaishnava calendar is there in the activity, which will tell you the days, right? When is Janmashtami, when is Ekadasi, all of that is there. What are the upcoming events are also there. My suggestion is I would want each one of you all to go through the these links right today. And if you still have a doubt, just feel free to answer. So this is the quiz link. So if you click the quiz link, which is also on the top, and there is a direct link also. Now this quiz link will redirect you to the quiz, right? So for this, if you, most of them go here and they tell I can't do anything, it's because you all have not registered, right? So if you register, you will automatically open here. Can you see the quiz link now is opening? Give it few seconds. Is it opening now for you all? Can you all go now?
Yes, ma'am.
It is going? Okay, so
Yes, ma'am.
so I told the, so let's start the quiz and try just one. It doesn't matter whether you're doing it right or wrong. I'm also not trying to do anything right because you have multiple attempts. So I'm just going to type something and I'm checking the answer. Correct. That was a fluke. Okay. I didn't even see the question. So now the correct comes with the answers. It comes with the reference and you can go ahead. And the next, when you type, right, you can just do, okay, now I will get a wrong answer. Incorrect answer, right? So then it gives you the correct answer. So my suggestion is you can try the quiz today, but redo it tomorrow after the session. I want you all to complete the quiz then and there on the same day so that it becomes easy for you. Otherwise, if you pile up 18 days, it's like our last moment exam, which we always do. Yes or no? We tend to do that. And on completion of the 18-day quiz, you will be able to download the certificate. Is that fine? So the only thing which you have to do is you have to register. Since I already registered, it allowed me, otherwise we'll get stuck. So for all those who are stuck, it is only because of the fact that we have not registered.
Ma'am, we also have a section for materials. What does that offer to us?
Sorry, dear, I can't hear you. You also have?
A section for materials in the quiz section itself. What does that offer
that you
to
can
us?
download the material. I'm showing you. You're talking about this, right? So you have this material. So this is the, this talks about, this is just a shloka and the 1-2-line meaning. I told you all right, I took you to Veda base and I told it'll be nice if you can just read and come. You don't have to read the shloka, but each, for example, the first chapter, all the text, the meanings are there. Like Dhritarashtra said, "O Sanjaya, after my sons and my sons of Pandu assembled in the place of pilgrimage at Kurukshetra, desiring to fight, what did they do?" Like that, you will know, you'll have a glimpse. So it has a shloka and it has a meaning. You can just go through this. You can download it also by clicking this. So this one is there. And whatever presentation I am giving in the class, Starting tomorrow, we will share the PDF. You can download and keep. Please remember, we have disappearing messages which will disappear, and I mean your messages will disappear. So please either re-forward it in another place and keep it, or you download in your mobile or wherever. So these are the shlokas with the various translation, and this is what I showed you in the Veda base, right? I showed you, let me go back to Veda base. Oh, I've gone to Srimad Bhagavatam. 1 second. If you see library, first book Bhagavad-Gita, and I'm going to chapter 1. So these texts, these are the texts which are there. So I want you to just read the text and come, so that it makes it so much easy. Is that fine?
All right, ma'am. Are they 18 texts, no? Right?
Yes.
One for each day.
Yeah. So basically not one for each day. Whatever texts are there on that particular day, you will do. For example, chapter 1, example, observing the armies is the first chapter. It has 46 texts. So you can just read the text. Your next day, you can go here, you will have next, or you can go to material and download. The next day chapter is contents of Gita summarized. So just read the text, because you'll be able to relate when I talk, right? Just
all right, ma'am.
Reading the headings, right? So I'm glad to see 51 of you all here, and I will try and close the chapter and the session sharp at 4. So is there any other questions you have? Else we can close. Starting tomorrow, I would want each one of you to chant 6 times tomorrow. Every day you increase, you double it. 1 into 6, 6. 2 into 6, 12, and which means 6 on the 18th day, you'll be 18 into 6, which means 108. So you already got the glimpse of chanting 1 round. And the class, when I take, I do the shloka and the English readings. I would want you all to take turns and read the way you all did. Very beautiful coordination. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, ma'am.
Any doubts, you can type in the chant. Just let me just finish the prayer. Vancha kalpa tarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. All of you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna, all of you.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Pujita, you can ask any number of doubts. Hare Krishna. You don't have to be sorry. This is a joint class. I will be present most of the days, but if I'm not there, we have a Vrinda Prabhu who is from Russia, and he takes a morning youth class. So we will have that as well. Pujita, it is very much there, the quiz program. Maybe refresh your box and try it out, because I will show you once. This is the thing, right? I'm going to start from the beginning. So you can see my screen. I'm going to this. I'm opening a fresh window. www.iskonmangaluru. But you don't have to do all this. We are sending the link. Click the link, you'll automatically go there. So you are understand quizzes. So you go here, English, because ours is English. Just Punita, one thing is you have to register. I'm sure you've registered, but I'm just saying initially it gave me that login option, right? So we have to do that. Give it few seconds, it will come. Meanwhile, we have thanks. Hare Krishna. Ma'am, I'm not able to enroll in the quiz. You should be able to enroll. Otherwise, tomorrow, try once today. Otherwise, tomorrow we can enroll. It's taking time, I think, because of the class thing, but otherwise I just showed. It's just loading, so that's why it's taking time. Hare Krishna. Meanwhile, any doubts you all have, please ask. Some doubts. Are Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad-Gita same? No. Srimad Bhagavad-Gita is 700 verses. It is called the Song of Krishna, and Krishna spoke this to Arjuna in the battlefield for 45 minutes. It talks about, and it is spoken directly by Krishna himself. Srimad Bhagavatam has 18,000 verses, right? And it is, how many books? It is totally, you have 12 cantos of 18 books. It talks about the life and story of the various devotees. Yeah, I will upload this recording. So there you can try. I have already showed you the quizzes, how to go for the quiz, right? So you will be able to check and see the quiz one time again. Yeah. And if you still have a challenge, I'm there tomorrow. If I'm not there, Vrinda Prabhu is there. So one of us will be there and we will guide you. It's just loading, but this, yeah. Yeah. Meanwhile, any other doubts? Okay, very nice. Right way of chanting. Normally on the 4th day we will do. I can tell you the right way of chanting. Do you have, so the right way of chanting is, we want to discuss about chanting on the 4th day, but since you've asked me, you have one mala. So you will, in each bead, you will tell one round of one complete, like Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. One full, right? Then you move the bead. And you don't have to sing like the Kirtan, which I'm singing now, because I'm singing only once or thrice. So when you're telling, you will still tell Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. That's fine. Bakash Bhattacharya, will Krishna end all of my problems, ma'am? Thanks, Hare Krishna. Krishna wants to end, Prabhu, but only thing we are not wanting him or not giving him the chance. Arjuna's problems he did end, right? He took over the chariot, but are we giving the control of our chariots, at least our bike steerings or car steerings, to Krishna? Right? Yeah. He's always there for us, but are we there for him? That's a challenge. Maybe listen, all the 18 days after you attend, you will answer your own question. Ashti, I will show in the chanting bad itself this week. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Divya. Yes. One more thing I want to tell you is there may be times when you may not get answers initially, because it's like LKG, right? In LKG, if you come to me and tell 2 plus 2 is 4 what? Or 2 plus 0 is 2 what? I will tell, right? In first standard, if I come and ask you all, hey, 2 plus 2, you will tell me, yeah, of course I know. Hey, you know what? 2 into 2 is 4. No, you're wrong. 2 into 2 cannot be 4. It's 2 plus 2, right? Because that's the level of knowledge. So currently we are at LKG. So give yourself the time. Let that sink in, right? So that's why level 1 is just the process. So reflection, realization, introspection, we will all do that together. Next 18 days, we will do introspection, inspection, everything we will do. That's fine. Can Tulsi Mala be used by people who consume onion? Yes, we can use. There is no restriction. The only thing about a Tulsi Mala, the restriction in a Tulsi Mala is you can technically, you do japa even in your restroom. The only thing in a Tulsi Mala which you don't do is normally after passing a stool, you take bath and then chant with Tulsi Mala. For other beads, you don't have that also. Otherwise, no problem. There is no restriction for this 18 days course. Can you take non-veg during the 18 days? Yes, you can. Can you smoke and drink? Yes, you can. We don't encourage smoking and drinking, but I'm just saying that if you have the habit, this is not a showstopper. Is there a specific time you have to chant? No. Most preferred time is morning, just like even studies, we tell your mind is fresh, Krishna, but otherwise you can do it anytime through the day. Is there any other questions? This is an open forum. Don't hesitate. I'm going to be here and you can ask the questions. Hare Krishna. Yeah. If there are no more questions, I'm going to end this session. Any other question, you can even unmute and ask. Pujita, I also want to come, but tomorrow I might have some work which can hold me back. More than work, I think we have back-to-back advanced class. So probably I'm just thinking Sunday and Monday alone, Brinda will take the class. But stay tuned. You will enjoy Brinda more than me, And I will share the recordings of today, and every day's recording will be uploaded. It is there in the Facebook, settings link of WhatsApp. Every day class is there. You can come at 3 o'clock and we can do it. Yeah. Yes. And do not hesitate to ask questions, because questions is, I used to always have this doubt, okay, in school. And you'll have to tell me if you all have the same experience. I don't know if I'm the only one. The teacher used to ask, don't ask me silly questions. Till today, I do not know the meaning. I do not know the meaning of silly question. And there used to be one teacher, biology teacher, used to tell me, your questions are so intelligent. I don't know the meaning of that also, right? Because end of the day, to me, a question is a question. And for me, any question I don't know is tough. Any question I know is great, right? It's easy. This is what I have felt. Am I alone in this, or have you guys also had a similar experience? Oh, thank you, Ash. Thank you, Ashi. I used to be very embarrassed to ask this, but I always had this doubt. And since you all are giving me so much comfort, I just thought I'd share. I do not know really the meaning till date of what is a silly question. So if anybody managed to get this answer, I always used to look at the teacher and wait, ma'am, can you tell the meaning of silly question? But I know if I ask that, I will be right at the door. We will all become outstanding students, right? And I've had some experience of outstanding. I hope you know the meaning of outstanding. We used to define outstanding student as not topper. We used to talk about outstanding student as someone who's thrown out of the class and we stand outside the class. Yeah, I know the quiz session is buffering, so we'll try after some time, but it's there in the recording. Thank you, Bikash Bhattacharya. That also happened to me. Pujita is smiling and laughing. I don't know whether she was one of the outstanding students. Which way of outstanding, I don't know, up or out. Mine used to be out.
I'm up, ma'am.
Up, okay. That means good student you are. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
See, for me, I became an outstanding student only because of the doubt. That's what I'm telling you. I wish I could ask her, what can you define silly doubt? Someday I will ask. I'm waiting. Adhyakshika Dutha. I'm very impatient. I look forward. Yeah, all of us are impatient. Don't worry. You're not alone. None of us have concentration because this yuga is... Anyone knows what yuga we are in? What you know, but it's not coming out of your mouth. You'll tell. Kali Yuga. Thank you so much. Yeah, Kali Yuga. Not bad. Yeah, you all know. Because someone had asked me this question, I'll be scratching my head. I have stalwarts here. Divya, Bikash, Kushi, Ashi, Vani, Shantanu, Nikita, Sakil, Subham. All of you, Kali Yuga. Yeah. So Kali Yuga means you will have forgetfulness. You will have lack of concentration. Exactly. Thanks, Divya. 100 years is the maximum life expectancy. Right? And you will forget, you will get anger, all this. If it is not that, then you're in some other yuga or you're dreaming, right? So Kali Yuga, all these characters are there, anger, all this should be there. Then only we are candidates, suitable candidates of Kali Yuga, right? It's updated in the settings, but we will send it today. Hare Krishna. Admins will send. Hare Krishna. Right? So shall we end the session? And we'll meet again tomorrow. One of us will be there. Hare Krishna. And 99% I'll be there all 18 days. Just 2-3 days here and there I will jump on. Hare Krishna. Okay. So we'll see all of you. Hare Krishna, and I'll end the session. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank you
Krishna.
so much. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.